And here we go again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. New week, I would say, and new challenge. Sorry, I was changing my name. New challenge live for Reply, and the Reply challenge is word. We have not even finished the Reply investment challenge that takes 10 days for the online round, the online qualification round, and final that we are headed to face on next Friday, April the 24th. So if you are interested in the investment challenge, stay tuned, because the final round will be will be very soon and challenging, and we are quite excited to start it. But we cannot wait, and we have a new challenge to present you. As you may know, yesterday we have opened the registration to the Reply Creative Challenge, and we are now, I'm so proud right now to present you pretty much the whole team responsible of it. It's a huge effort, a great, let me say, a great job, because we are so proud of it. But it takes a lot to make it happen, as my T-shirt says. So again, let me present them. I'm not alone. Together with me, I'm happy to present you ladies first. So where to start? We may start from UK. Claire Birmingham from Avio, UK. Hello, Claire.
Hey.
Hi there. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. What about you? Everything fine?
All good this end, yep.
All right. Home working, I guess, right?
Yes, stuck at home. Nice weather though, so that helps.
That's good. It's raining actually today in Turin, in Italy, so not super good, but that's okay. Well, I mean, so I would like to remind you again that we are live. It's 5 o'clock right now, 5 o'clock and 1 minute actually, in Central European Solar Time. The meeting will be recorded, so anybody that wants to get in touch with us later on remote side, they can. Of course, all of us are in home working, if I'm not wrong, and so might happen that we have some issue, or just my kids passing around. Sorry about that. But it may be the same for others. Anyhow, thank you, Claire. I'll move to so Claire from UK, and we can move in Germany actually, and saying hello and present you Noah Nada from Open Reply Germany. Hello, Noah.
Yeah, hi everyone. Nice to be here. Excited about the Creative Challenge.
That's great.
I don't know if I should be spoiling it, but probably I will leave this to you, Enrico, about like the history of me and the Creative Challenge, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
In Germany, we have nice weather.
Okay.
We're all doing home office, not home working. I'm doing a homework, but no, we're just home officing.
That's it. Please, guys, raise your hands if you want to get back in the office as soon as you can. At least me. All right.
Maybe half.
Half. I do agree completely with you. Half for sure. Okay. So we'll move the round of presentations. There are so many actually. We'll move to Rome, if I'm right, and I welcome from Sister Reply two colleagues of us, which are Sara and Emilou. Maybe start with Sara. Hello, Sara. Welcome on board.
Hi, Enrico. Hi, all. Nice to meet you all.
All right, and Emilou as well from Sister Reply. Ciao, Emilou.
Hi, everybody. Ciao.
Hi there. You both from home, if I'm right.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Just to complete the weather forecast, what about Rome?
Weather forecast is raining as well.
Raining. Okay, so Italy, it's not performing well at all.
In any way, no.
In any way. Okay, well, okay, so let's complete the round. I'll move to, I guess, Milan, maybe. Mr. Fabio Colacino together with us from Bitmama. Ciao, Fabio.
Hi, hello, everyone. Hi.
Hi there. Hope you are, of course, strong, safe, and in good shape.
Yes.
All right. And okay, let's end the loop with my colleague and friend and the coach of this team, to be crystal clear, Mr. Niccolò Magnani. Ciao, Niccolò.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
We are fine.
Confirm it's raining. Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you all for participating in this first Creative Challenge webinar. We are proud to get this kind, to do this kind of service for the community who is approaching to register to the Creative Challenge. So let's start from the beginning. This is the second edition of the Reply Creative Challenge. So our community might be aware of the Reply and the Reply Challenges initiative about the coding stuff, the cybersecurity topics. We are in the middle of the investment challenge for those passionate in finance. But in Reply, we have so many skills and competencies dedicated to digital creativity that for the second year, this year, we are about to announce a creative challenge. We have open registration to a creative challenge that is a bit different from the other challenges, of course. All of them are different one from the other. But let me recap how it works. We have opened the registration yesterday on April the 20th, and you guys have time to register and to form your team made of minimum 2 and maximum 4 members on challenges.reply.com. In order to form your team, you have to select a category because in one challenge, we actually have 5 different sub-challenges, 5 different categories that we are about to tell you more about thanks to our guests. Forming your team, you have done for this first phase, because you have to wait till May the 22nd. On May the 22nd, on Friday, you will discover the secret brief that the Reply agencies, together with their customer, a big international brand that they have involved in this adventure, you will discover this secret brief, a secret document that we will not spoil, of course, today, and you will discover more about it. And actually, the request will be to solve this brief, to present your creative proposal in order to answer these question, this big need that our customers want to share with us. You will have 48 hours in order to upload on the platform on challenges.reply.com your creative proposal, the thing that you see as the most promising answer to our question. Any kind of, all the categories have different requirements and deliverables, and so I'm not going to face them right now. But actually, at the end of the weekend, so on May the 24th, we will close the submission phase and we will evaluate all the submissions received. So each category jury, and please have a look at challenges.reply.com in order to discover who are the jury, how each jury is composed. The jury will select one and only one finalist for each category.
Weather forecast is raining as well.
Yeah, I have a kind of back noise, but no problem. The finalists for each category will be invited to, in a final round, in order to face each finalist of all the others categories. And out of them, we will select the challenge winners. All the finalists will have the chance to meet. Here we have to say virtually, because so far it's not allowed to make such a kind of event. But right now we are at least promising an online event in order to meet all the jury members and all the brands involved, and of course the Reply agencies, in order to showcase your creative skills and the talents you want to share with us. At the end, again, of the final round, we will award the first team with a MacBook Pro plus a Wacom tablet for each member of the winning team. And this is it for, I would say, the workflow of the Reply Creative Challenge 2020. Registrations are open again, and this webinar is worth in order to better discover each category we are sharing together with our community. Again, we are live. It's 5 and 10 minutes Central European Solar Time. I'm Enrico, part of the Reply Challenges team, and I'm not alone, together with many guests in order to tell you something more about the Creative Challenge. We are live on Facebook, Reply You account, and on YouTube as well. You can find us on the challenges.reply.com platform. Please share with us your question, because we will answer most of them, we hope. We have already some saying hello to our community, the age range, okay, we have already answered. we are taking care of the questions appearing. Please share with us your questions or just saying hello. In the meanwhile, we are live. The webinar is aimed to end within 6 o'clock pretty much. We'll see how many questions we will collect. Anyhow, I talked so much that I needed to rest and to involve in the chat someone else. I'll since Noah has already said something about it, I would like to start from with her. And why not to tell your story, since actually this time, as we have already announced somehow, you are part of the challenge creators team, but actually past year was different, and that's a great story to share. Would you like?
Yeah, sure, of course. So last year I was actually part of the participants and no longer the like this year here where I'm actually doing the challenge with the team. So last year I was not yet part of the Reply family and the Reply group. And before that I took part in the creative challenge in the experience branding category. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was tough. 48 hours, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, you had to really make sure that you and your team organize who sleeps when and first, because you need to get some sleep. And even small things like this, like it gets you going to find out about it. A lot of coffee also kept us going. But we were from the lucky ones that we were invited to Milan, and we presented our presentation in Milan during the exchange for Reply. Was a great experience to see 4,000 employees in one location. So that was quite huge for as a first impression.
Was it? Yeah, you were great in doing that. Was it my curiosity? Was it the first time you have attended such a kind of creative competition or something?
Yeah,
similar?
it was the first time.
Okay.
I did not do this thing before. Actually, like when we saw for the first time, I did this along with my brother and actually my sister-in-law. My brother is also an art director, so it was a good fit. And my sister-in-law was a psychiatrist, so it was also great to get the input from her side. And when we read it the first time, it was like, 48 hours, we have to do this, and how are we going to do this? And also we were remote, not in the same location. He lives in Holland, I live in Germany. But we said like, well, we can always give it a try. And if it didn't work, then we had fun. If it worked, then great. And that's actually how we started doing it, just for the fun of it, for doing something different during the weekend. And we really, really liked it. Like when we actually started working on the challenge at the beginning, I think we had like a slow start, like coming up with ideas. So how are we supposed to solve this challenge? Understanding the brief, doing a lot of research online to understand the brand, get more input. So I think our first day, there was not that much input, which kind of put us in a panic mode in the second day. Because it's like, okay, we don't have anything. There is no presentation, nothing. Like, what are we going to do? So, and that's...
You were working all together in the same room, same house, office, or whatever?
No, we were remote actually. So
okay.
We had like the video chat like open all day long basically, and we just take breaks to go and eat and then come back again. And sometimes my brother takes a break to take care of the kids and then come back again. And then in the second day, I think it all came together. Like we just slept, we woke up, and then the ideas were just more clear, I guess, in our heads.
Wow.
And that's when we know exactly what do we need to do. And then we went into action and we just worked nonstop until I think 1 hour before the deadline.
Okay, your story actually, I mean, the project, not the whole project, but some kinds of insights are available on challenges.reply.com. So people who might be curious about it, they can have a look at the previous edition, past year edition. The brief was made by Costa Crociere, if I'm right.
Costa Cruises.
You were answering,
exactly.
the category name was digital experience, again, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so actually, I mean, that's a great story that we want to share. Again, the winning team, part of the winners of past year creative challenge are right now part of the Reply family, and in general right now Noah is shaping the new creative challenge for the community, and we are very proud of the story as itself. Okay, may we maybe get back later to Noah and involve again. I would like to start again from Claire in order to tell to the community something more about your own category, because from one cruise to another, we have another brand that this year involved about a different kind of topic, and why not, Claire?
Yeah, so
your time.
Just to give you a bit of background, Avio Reply participated in the first Reply Creative Challenge, which was last year. with our client BP.
Yep.
We had a huge amount of volunteers or participants. It went really well. It was actually quite hard to find or to pick the finalists because we had some really, really great options. So obviously this year, a lot of our clients again wanted to get involved. MSC Cruises is one of our biggest clients at Avio Reply. For those of you who haven't heard of them, they are a cruising company based in Geneva in Switzerland. They are a huge company. They've got about 17 ships and they're just progressing. It's getting bigger and bigger. Since they started out in 2003, the company has grown by over 800%, and now they're market leaders in Europe, South America, South Africa, and the Gulf region. They're a big family company, a great passion for the sea, and obviously because they're expanding their fleet this year and over the next quite a few years, the big thing that comes with that is recruitment. So our category this year is all about employer branding.
Yep.
So it's employer branding is basically the company's description from their employers, basically. So it's their employer's reputation instead of what the customers kind of think. So we're all about the employee focus, and yeah, so our brief, obviously I won't give anything away.
No. Thanks for that.
That should give you enough information for now.
Who is, let me say, do you have in mind a particular target? I mean, a student or someone, I mean, which is the skill set that you see, that you might see as promising for, in order to answer your own category brief?
Yeah, so obviously Avio Reply is a creative agency. So anyone with sort of art and design, graphic design backgrounds, typography, illustration, any of those kind of experts or students, would be the right fit.
All right, we are of course curious for the. Let me say that the employer branding thing in general, it's maybe not super common in this kind of competition. So we hope to give something interesting and promising to our community. Okay, let's continue the loop, and I will involve you, Claire, again later. Why not to jump? I'm seeing, sorry, in the meanwhile, of course, we are live, so I'm reading the questions and talking to you at the same time. Sorry about that. We see people that are curious about the generative art brand because they see that it is referred and actually restricted to the repliers, so to the reply employees only. We can have a look at it later. But yes, in general, right now we are not talking about the brief for the repliers. We can tell you something more anyhow, but we are talking about the categories open to the external community, to the ones that are not from Reply. And why not to move to the brand activation category? So I would like to involve again Mr. Fabio Colacino from Big
Here
Mama.
I am.
Hi, Fabio.
Big Mama. Hi.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's. You started the creative challenge this year from a huge success past year, because you know that you are the man behind the collaboration together with Durex brand past year that had a lot of submissions, and this year Big Mama is proposing us a new and fantastic collaboration with a new brand. Would you tell us something more about it?
Yeah. Of course. This year we are according to Martini. That is one. Martini, no need any explanation, but is one of the most prestigious Italian brand in the world. So a vermouth brand, and this year, as you said, after Durex, we want to activate all the participants with the new challenge with this important brand. I want just to a little bit spoiler something. You have not to think to Martini in the communication of the whole Martini. In this brief, particularly, we want to talk to the new generation, to millennial generation. So we want to take the aperitivo from the house party of how can I say, of the famous actor to the tables around the street and to all the guys after they work or their lives in university. We want to bring the aperitivo in the street. So it is for me I think it's a great challenge because we want to bring martini in the street to share with friends. So it's a new way to see martini.
Okay, thanks for sharing. I would like that maybe we can spend a couple of words more about brand activation.
Yeah, of course.
Is it something? Okay, please.
Okay, for us, brand activation it is like an art. In the 360 way, in the 360 degrees meaning you can have when you speak and when you talk about art. We want to activate the brand and to create a conversation with the customer. So for us, the brand activation it means the art of driving consumer action through brand interaction and experience. So it is very important in this category to bring the brand to life through experience, to create an emotional bond with customers, to create awareness, to increase engagement, to start conversation, and to think at the moment of consumption of the aperitivo. In this brief, we don't want to make any barrier in the way that people can think to any way of a brand can activate itself. It can do through digital content, a billboard, and in-store retail marketing, something related to the new technology, experiential events. It's very open-minded to what you have in your mind.
Okay. I would say that again, promising as well in terms of it's a new category because actually we hadn't it in the previous edition. And okay, in the meanwhile, you were talking so much about the aperitivo. I had in my mind that the happy hour is something I miss so much, and I guess it's common for everybody here. But yes, that anyhow, we'll try to, let me say, even to have a kind of learning and interesting online experience, even in such a trouble, in such an emergency time we are living in right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, for the environment will change. In the meanwhile, we have the registration phase and then the challenge.
This is very important. It is also another way to approach to the brief, because obviously in this moment we are all at home. And we are all drinking, I think. So
yeah.
just to spend the time. So
it's even the right time, the right moment during the day. I mean, pretty much to maybe start.
When you close the laptop, you open a bottle. Yeah. It's like this.
My feeling actually is that the home working, we are working more than at the office side. But that's my single.
Yeah, it's equal to the drink. I'm also drinking more than before, and I'm working more.
That's the point.
So what I was saying is your point. It's another thing that that is important to explain, also to think to this period, to this quarantine. You can use in this brief also all the story, all the situation to bring the aperitivo not only in the pub, in the restaurant, in the normal use and the moment of consumption, but to think also that the moment of consumption now is also at home. It is also in a situation closed with no friends, or with no friends close in like not a human touch, but not physical touch, but also in a different way, like for example virtual.
Yeah. I mean, that's stimulating, let me say, for our community. So I hope they will register and choose your brand. But exactly as all the others categories. I'm not anyhow suggesting anything different. Okay, again, guys, we are live 5:24 minutes right now in order to discover all together the Reply Creative Challenge 2020 categories, and I hope we are somehow highlighting some of the details of each category in order to give you some more hints, maybe, or in order to choose which category you want to apply. In order to answer some questions, yes, you have to select the category you want to register before May the 22nd. So please do it. In order to register, you have to pick one category, and it's not allowed to register to more than one category. So act wisely. Do your choice, and yes, again, you have to form a team. You cannot play alone. Teams are up to 4 members, but minimum is 2. So we think that creativity, it's a matter of skill set and in general skill mix. So get in touch with your friends, form a team, and participate as a team, because it's the only way in order to play with us. Before the start of the challenge, any team that is not formed by at least 2 team members will be deleted from the platform. So form your team and participate together with us. Okay, let's continue our journey all around Europe. We have talked about the employer branding and the brand activation categories. We may move to Rome, why not, where Sara and Emilou are not together, actually, but together with us, but not together in the same place, in order to tell us something more about their own category dedicated to social media and Instagram storytelling in general. We want to know more about it. Sara, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the brand involved. Last year we had FCA.
Yeah.
We stay on motors as well this year, but with the motorbike brand. It's a super cool
to reduce
brand.
The number of wheels from 4 to 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's Ducati. I think it's a world famous bike brand.
Yep.
Perhaps in those days that we are all locked up in our house, there will be a chance to be inspired and think about the outdoor life we want to express on our Instagram storytelling project. I can't spoil the brief, so I won't say more about it, but I mean the brands in terms of lifestyle gives a lot of chance of expression and a lot of inspiration, I guess. Also the visual style is super cool. It's very well curated. If you go on their social channels, they are in part curated by us also. You can see what we're talking about. So yep. For sure, the visual quality will make the difference to win the challenge.
Of course.
And I hope every participant won't be fooled by the category name, because yes, of course, it's an Instagram project, but a simple editorial plan won't be enough. We are expecting a compelling storytelling using all the assets and the tool that Instagram gives us to let a brand express their values and their brand essence. So it's not about thinking about just some post to be published, but a whole round project that will leverage every single tool, from stories to video live events. Once again, in those days, we could maybe think about it.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, and also referring to whom might be the right participants, I guess that youngsters and both students and professional maybe will be the perfect ones, just because only who really lives on social as Instagram, who really uses, know how to be perfect and how to use every single bits of it, which is something that maybe older people is not so used to.
I'm
what else?
realizing right now that we are talking about motorbikes and trips, happy hours, cruises. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's something we are missing at all right now.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be a chance because what we have took for granted for years, right
Yeah,
now
that's
it
it.
doesn't look so, so obvious. So
That's the
maybe
point. That's the point.
maybe every participant could be more inspired by that, as we are, because it's just simply looking through the window seems something beautiful. So
Yeah.
if you just imagine to take your bike out and have a stroll, it's
Yeah, it was not intended in general, but
No.
we discovered, no, it was not in the situation, of course, but in addition, we discovered that today is the World Creativity and Innovation Day.
Yeah,
We discovered a
true.
couple of days ago, and
This is a
so
sign.
this is a sign, possibly. We want to say it. We are, of course, on the bright side of it, we hope. And yeah, then, of course, it's related with all the categories and brands we are talking about right
Of
now.
course, just one thing that is missing.
Yep.
Everything should be stay under a really strong concept that matches with the brand positioning, brand values, and all the brand essence, which will every participant will find attached to the brief.
Yeah, wise to mention, of course, on challenges.reply.com, by looking at the different category page, you can discover something. You may have, I'm referring to the participants, you may have some additional questions. Of course, something is secret till the day of the brief. So you can propose us a question, but we will see if to answer or not. And I'm referring to this live webinar we are having right now. But in general, you can propose your questions through the social media, reply you accounts, and we will answer during the whole registration campaign. Let me involve Emilou too. Emilou, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, hi there. Welcome again. Is there anything you want to add related to the Ducati Scrambler category? I don't know if you want to share with us something related to the relationship with the customer. Are they happy about it? Are they?
Absolutely, they are pretty happy about this challenge, and also they are three cool guys. So two actually are part of the challenge, but they are pretty friendly and absolutely enthusiastic about this challenge. So I think that would be pretty funny and to work on this challenge for them, because they are they are absolutely enthusiastic about it, and they look forward to receive the first ideas and to be part of the challenge.
Cool. We hope we hope the community will impress us with good and actually, I mean, again, surprising ideas. Hopefully, okay. Let's continue our trip. Moving from Rome, I will. Let me end the trip in Italy, and then I will be back in Bremen to Noah. So I will involve again Niccolò from Triple Sense Reply Italy. And,
hello, everybody.
Hello, man. And I mean, you used to our, first of all, live streaming. Let me say that it's such a pity not being together on the same desk.
You're right.
But
we had a lot of fun last year.
You know, yeah, that's it. But what maybe, just maybe, we can be allowed to do it again before the end of the challenge. Let's see it.
Who knows?
Okay. Then again, you are here on the role of the team coach, let me say, to coordinate the whole job, but responsible of one single category, which is the branded content one. Would you tell us something more about it?
So it's really difficult to talk about a brief I cannot disclosure. So it's
yeah, that's it.
You know, it's quite tricky. But I would say that the brief this year for FCA is going to be really interesting, because it's something in between a classical creative brief but also you will need to understand the customer journey and have a real acumen on identifying value proposition in the business model. So we will ask you to build creativity, of course, but you will need help the client to solve some tricky challenges that they want to solve. So it's going to be interesting.
The FCA brand, I mean, all the brands involved are international and big. Let me say that how to get in touch the FCA with the branded content category, or differently, what do we mean with branded content in general?
Yeah, it's a very broad, term that involve, I would say, campaigns. We will focus mostly on digital campaigns with the focus on activation too. So all campaigns, in a way, need to move people to do something which is relevant for them and bring value to the clients and to the customer. So this is part of the job.
Is it, I'm looking at on challenges.reply.com on your category page in general, and I see that once we are saying, who is this challenge for, we are talking about experts in advertising and marketing and design in general. But am I right in supposing that SEO and SEO and in general online marketing is something required for this brief?
Well, you know, the success of a campaign has to bring together a lot of different skills and techniques. You cannot ignore such kind of skills, of course. But I would say the most important thing you will need to resonate on is to think about how the business model works now and which will be the challenges for the future for the industry. So it's something not so simple, but it's going to be fun.
Okay, we for you for your and all the others categories, of course, we hope to get the highest number of proposals and contribution in order to give our to the brands involved some promising ideas. Let me stress again one I would say a frequently asked question. I would even call it a frequently asked critic. That is not a question. Because I did on the first day of the opening of the registration, we have already collected a couple of the same messages. That is, okay, you guys reply very good. You're just getting tons of ideas and creative projects just for the price of some MacBooks and tablets and so on. I mean, actually, they are saying just for one MacBook. First of all, it's not true. MacBooks are one for each member of the winning team. So that's important, okay? I want to stress that you don't have to split your MacBook. It's one for each of them, for each of you. Plus the Wacom tablet. But then again, that's not the part. That's not the serious part of the answer. Actually, it's true, but it's not the most important part of it. You guys, by participating in the challenge, you will keep the rights, the creative rights of all the proposed projects you are submitting, okay? So Reply is not taking anything, nothing. We are just looking for talents, okay? Creative ideas and talents, and the brands that are collaborating together with us are just part of shaping the brief. They will have a look at your ideas, and this is it. They will be able to offer you money on the terms and condition document. It's stated that up to 10,000 euro is the price that they can offer you participants in order to get your ideas. We will take the rights only of one idea that is actually the winning one, because in order to give you in exchange of the prize, that again it's 4 MacBooks and 4 Wacom tablet, if your team is made of 4 team members. Of course, if you are just 2, you will take 2 and not 4. but that's in exchange of the prize, we'll keep the rights of your own ideas, and we'll be more interested in collaborating together in order to realize it. And the brands, of course, the brands involved in this challenge have accepted the same rules. Why these? Because, and I like to involve my guests in the discussion, we deeply think that this is the best way in order to keep quality ideas. And I'm happy even to involve Noah in this, because I think that if we are not taking this way, quality proposals, quality ideas will be very hard to get. Because if we are not respecting participation and the ideas proposed, of course, we will have a lower quality, and people will just propose something that is not that valuable, because, you know, you are taking for free my idea. Why I have to participate? So we will never stress these enough. You guys, by participating in the challenge, you'll be the one who will keep the rights of your creative proposals. And of course, we will keep answering the critics and the questions, but please, I mean, take this in mind, okay? We deeply want to protect and preserve the quality of your projects, and we want to have a huge creative challenge made of the best creative minds worldwide. We don't want to steal your ideas. That's absolutely not our perspective. Then again, Noah, we're back to you as part of the winning team of the past year. Is this something that convinced you, first of all, as an answer to the
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't really have this aspect in my mind when I started the challenge. I was like, they're stealing my ideas. I did it for the fun of it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, not really to expecting something in return, but to have something different to do than our daily life and our daily things that we do in our work every day. That was my main motivation, I would say. But I was also asked this exact same question yesterday about like, you're making the challenges, get all the ideas of the people as a big company, and then the people just don't get anything in return. And I answered them exactly how you answered now, Enrico, that it's not just that. We do reserve the copyrights. We do respect the ideas of the people. It's not about stealing it. It's about finding the talents and the ones with like this out of the box creative ideas that we are looking for. And we would like to reward them in return for the effort that they put. Whether you did not win the challenge, could be also some ideas that still of interest to us as a company or as a brand. That we would like to still explore more.
Let me add that, of course, I missed the point so far, but by registering to the challenge and so by signing up on challenges.reply.com, you can upload your resume, your CV as well. So people that wants to get in touch with Reply, in general, we are hiring. And so we are more than happy of getting in touch with the best talents. You are more than welcome in doing it. I mean, more than free in doing it. And so present yourself to Reply. Even better if you, by participating in the challenge, can somehow switch on a spotlight on you and your talent, because all the people involved in this webinar and in general in the realization of those challenges are part of Reply companies, and they know so much how hard it is to get in touch with great talents worldwide. And so that's the stage you are somehow getting access to. Noah, we can end the loop, I guess, by saying something more about the service design category you are in charge of.
Yeah, so I think we can go away from all the travel brands back to our homes. Because our brand is with Obi.
Yeah, that's great to remember.
So our brand we're working with is Obi. So Obi is a Baumarkt or a building store that you can buy products, buy materials in order to do projects in your own home. And the direction that Obi has been taking for the past couple of years is to go in the direction of the DIY projects and helping people and supporting people to create their own projects at home. And they do have we've been already exploring a lot of ideas, and we've been doing this for, I think, 4 years now with Obi Next. And for our category, for the service design, we want to explore a bit more innovative ideas, out of the box thinking, creative concepts, where we can see like how can we support our DIY community, how can we support the DIY customers at home to create their own projects yeah, I need to really try not to ruin the brief. So
No, better if not, but
sometimes
don't
it's
worry.
very hard. You're like, you have to stop yourself.
Yeah, that's it. The
Yeah.
what about the again, as asked to many of our friends and mates here, what do we mean with the service design, or in general, what do we want to highlight here?
Yeah, so we picked up the service design rather than just digital experience as a category,
Yeah.
because we did not just want to focus on the digital services, but we're also focusing on all different services also that can happen in the market itself or in the store
Okay.
when you go there. So we wanted to give it a bit broader thinking. You don't have to just think about digital touch points like a website, like an app, but also think about what can we do in the community, what can we do in the stores, like keep it open, not just limited to only one direction. That's the point of the service design category.
Okay, again, as asked to others, do you have in mind a particular, is there a particular, I don't say academy, but in general, a university or course that can help or that you are targeting more than others for this particular category?
I mean, with a service design, and that's the beauty of it, it's basically open to everyone. So anyone who has a creative idea does not necessarily have to be a UI designer who knows how to make a nice looking UI element at the end, but it's all about like the idea itself, and what does it mean for our customers? What does it mean for us as an OB brand? So it's open for everyone, UX designer, creative designers, business strategists, creative strategists, innovative consultants. It just not really specific to a special background, but for everyone, I would say.
Okay, open for everyone, and I mean that's
with good
why.
Ideas.
That's why we are actually scouting the best talents on the digital creativity. We want to say it like this, specifically today in the World Creative and Innovation Day. Those are the people we are looking for in this Reply Creative Challenge 2020, the second edition. We are live, and most of our time has passed, with pretty much 10 minutes to the end of our webinar. So we have highlighted, I guess, all the categories involved. Again, yes, there is a sixth one that is actually the one open to the repliers only. That is about the generative art. Why this? I would like to point this out. In general, we are in love of having the repliers community participating together with the external talents in the reply challenges in general, but not on the same field. So they are playing with us, but on a different one. And specifically this time, the repliers will play on a category named generative art, which is a mix of arts and computer science, let me say, or machine learning or artificial intelligence in general. There is something shaped, I mean, interesting in general, but shaped around the repliers community. There is this kind of unique mix of technical and creative minds. So that's why we are stressing to form teams of repliers made of different, again, with a mixed skill sets, and propose us the best piece of art, of generative art worldwide. We will have a brief that will explain more, of course, about it, but that's an experiment we are running on internally in order to look for the best piece of generative arts. And that's something that hopefully will be so surprising and interesting that we will share outside with the community out of Reply, of course, but then you will see only the results of it, because that category is reserved to the repliers community and not for the external students and professionals worldwide. We have highlighted the 5 categories we are looking for registrations right now. Registrations are open since yesterday. We have already collected something like 150 people. That is a promising number. I'd like to recap that past year we had 3,500 registrations at the end of the promotional campaign, and all of them have produced more than 350 creative proposals, of course, split in the different categories. that we have past year. This year, we changed the categories, titles, and the brands involved. And so we are offering something completely different. And we hope to, to target the highest number of creative proposals. Open question to all of you guys for the last 10 minutes of our webinar. Let's bet. Who is, in your opinion, the one? Okay, let me say it like this: excluding your own, in which category you like to participate? Let's start from Fabio. Brand activation. You cannot participate in your own. Which one is the one you see as promising?
Probably I choose Ducati. I will choose Ducati.
Because of social media expertise?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also for a passion for motorcycles.
Oh, that's it. So you are one of the guys with the motorbike in the garage, sealed in.
But let's say don't drink and drive then.
That's it. That's a good part. Don't mix the two things. Okay, keep them separate.
Okay.
Very, very wise suggestion, Sarah. So your time, Sarah. Which one you'd select?
I think service design. I love design. I love creative ideas. So I think I might jump into it.
Do it yourself projects and OB.
Also, actually, what I love is the generative art challenge. I was considering to jump in it myself.
Why not? Why not? Absolutely. Since you are a player,
I could end up doing it. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff. We developed a couple of projects here at Sister Reply in the past years. I think we should bring more of this stuff into the challenge, I think.
Yeah, why not?
Next year.
Why not? Why not? Of course. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that it's completely out of the box, but how much even the service design project together with Obi and the do-it-yourself projects are strictly related with the time we are living in, because all of us are spending so much time. And actually, as a procrastinator in my life, I'm sure that I will end the quarantine with something still to be done at home.
If you think about it, it could be one huge proposal that gather all the activities and the brands.
Yeah.
All in one. Yeah.
All in one. Okay.
Yeah, you should see it here in Germany, how many cars are lining up on this markets where you can buy gardening stuff or like stuff for your house, like Obi, like here we also have Bauhaus. It's insane. It's every single day we have like a huge lineup of cars waiting to go inside the stores.
You know that they are right. I mean, that's the part of the time we are living in.
People are home.
Yeah,
they need to do something.
That's it. I'll move back to Claire. Employer branding category together with MSC. Excluding your own, which is the one you might get in?
Probably the Martini brand activation. It's always been a passion, I think, of mine I've always liked marketing and that kind of aspect of things, and it just seems, like the most fun.
All right. Okay. Emilou, you can still hear us?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good. Your time.
The same as Claire, because I have Fabio has a passion for two wheels. I have a passion for drinks.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
That's a match.
Consumer switch clients, Fabio.
Okay.
All right, so you are I will not say my answer, but actually I do agree in general with your own. I'll move to Nicolo, branded content one. You cannot pick your own. Which one is the one you get?
Definitely Ducati. When I was younger, I had a Ducati, so she's still in my heart.
You are reliving
Come
past
on,
time.
Nico. So we are waiting for your proposal as well.
Okay, sure.
You have to get a false name, a fake account, access, and participate. Why not?
Okay.
All right. I guess it's just Noah answering, right? The one you like to attend as a participant.
I'm gonna just make it as a cliche, and I'm gonna use the MSC cruises just to continue on last year.
Why not? Why not? That's a good part.
Okay, lucky charm, like cruises seems to be winners.
I'm quite sure there will. Of course, it's not the same brief actually, so you have to invent something new. But
Definitely. But I know a lot of the cruises brands now and what people think and everything. I did the research part.
Okay, so you know you have already your homework done.
Yeah, exactly. It's the lazy approach.
Okay, that's it. All right, few minutes to the end of our creative challenge webinar. We'll collect, of course, questions right after it, and we'll propose them to the team in order to answer. So anyhow, you'll have the time and the chance to get in touch with us even right after this webinar. We'll share, I will kindly ask to the Reply Challenges team to share the Telegram channel link, because we have opened a dedicated Telegram channel in order to get in touch with the community. All the people worldwide can access this Telegram channel in order to propose their question, and we'll of course answer and get in touch with them in order, again, to answer any kind of doubt you may have. Registration will be open till May the 21st, because the challenge will start the day after, on May the 22nd. It will take 48 hours, and in that amount of time, you will be able to submit your creative proposal in order to impress our juries and access to the final round, planned on July the 1st. So far, we'd like to confirm the date and the workflow of the final round as soon as we can. Of course, you know that we are living in a strange time, and then what we can say right now is that we will have a final round, and in an online environment. We will be more detailed about it in the near future, of course. Okay, guys, what to say? First of all, thank you very much for attending this webinar. You'll be so kind in participating in it. I'll take care, of course, of the next days and weeks of the registration campaign. We'll have more chance to get in touch, of course, all together. In general, thank you for make it happen, because we know it's maybe not super easy to share how hard it is to do everything, because we are talking about 5 different categories with different brands, all involved together in order to shape one unique challenge. And this year, even more, this year we have this different situation in addition that makes everything harder. And so we can be, I would say, proud of the registration opening yesterday. Thank you all. I would say, I can say thank you to Claire in UK. Thank you to the Avio team, of course. Thank you to Noah in Bremen, and to the whole Open Reply team. Thank you, Fabio in Milan for Big Mama, Nico in Turin for Triple Sense, and Sara and Emilio in Rome for Sister. How big we are, guys, all over Europe, and we are just talking about the creative agencies, and we are not even all of them right here. So I'm quite happy about that. Well,
Me too.
Stay strong and safe, you all. A virtual hug. We hope to, of course, see you all in the eyes in the near future. And happy creative day for today, and a happy creative challenge for the next month. See you all. Thank you very much.
Bye, Enrico. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. You
Bye.
all.
Ciao, Enrico.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Enrico.
all.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.